Hi dolls! Today I will show you how to make bow in 2 ways. I could ask so often where I get my bows from. Well, I made them by myself. The materials are quite cheap, so I hope you can afford it. I will show you how to make a bow from a large ribbon and from a sheet of silk. So without any speaking, let's go! To make this kind of bow, you will need a ribbon. I use 5 centimeters wide, needle, thread, lace like this, and pearls, and of course the pin for the back. I'm using this kind of ribbon. For this moment, it's my favorite. I get it from the Chinese market and it's really cheap. You need to measure the length of the bow you want to make, then cut twice and a bit more from the ribbon. Like for example, you want 10 centimeters wide bow, so you cut, for example, 10 plus 10, so it's 20 and maybe 24. You can check it by folding it in half and checking how big it will be. Then for the second layer, add few centimeters shorter one. Just the length you like it. So for example, this one will be like this. So I'll font the second one and I'll see how it also looks. Now let's bind the edges of the ribbon, but not too much because it can cut on fire. Now basically all you have to do with those 2 parts is fold them in the half, pin right in the middle, and then fold it like this. And like when, for example, here is the middle, you need to like switch it a little bit, like a little bit to slide it, to have a little bit of space, so it don't like break. And then you have to like sew it straight. And when you end this, you just take the other half and you also like fold it and also sew here. I wore those arm warmers, look pretty, but it's so uncomfortable to sew in them. So a big no, bye bye. When you're done with the first part, repeat with the smaller one. When you have the 2 pieces ready, with the prettier side without stitches, you have to layer them. Just sew them here. When it looks like this, now you need to fold it into your side this way. Then this is the middle and the corners of the bow you need to fold in the middle. I will show you closer. You need to fold it like this and then fold those corners like this so it looks like this from the front. Now gently sew it together. Make it a bit thicker or a bit snatched. When you're done, this is how the base of your bow looks. And now you can choose if you want the classic middle or rose in the middle. For this one, I'm gonna show you how to make the classic middle, and I will show you for this sheet one how to make rose. The classic middle, all you need to do is fold this in half or more, just to make as wide as you want it to be. And it needs to be a little bit more done to wrap around the bow, and I would say like this amount. And then you need to burn the sides and just sew it like in the half. With my 5 centimeters ribbon, this is how it will look if we fold it in half, and this is how it will look if we fold it twice. That's what I'm gonna do. When you have the middle ready, you need to just This is how it looks now. Now we're gonna do lace all over it. You will need this kind of lace. All you need to do to make these big voluminous ruffles is when you're piecing the needle through the ribbon, you have to make like big stitches, and when you're piercing through the ribbon, you have to make them very tight next to each other. I'm gonna explain it. To like work with it all over the bow. Then all you need to do is add some charms and add the pearls. You can glue this part to the bow, or how I just did it. You can glue this part to the bow, or how I did it, you can sew it to this. This is how your bow is ready. With this kind of fabric, it's a little bit easier to understand the measurements because you can choose the width and the height of your bow. Basically, all you need to do is on the back, on the less shiny side of the fabric, you just need to draw the rectangles of how big you want the layers of your bow to be. And then you have to cut them out and then sew them together, but only from 3 sides, so you can flip it on the other side and then sew on the last part. Then you have to repeat it in this part as in the previous one to attach them together, and then you need to also do the lace in the same way. And now I'm gonna show you how to make the rose. For the bow, you will need this kind of ribbon with a little different shade than the main bow, or it won't be really well visible. As always, first you need to burn the edge so it doesn't rip off. And now I'm gonna show you how to make the rose. First you need to fold this part like in the triangle and sew it. And you need to sew here on the down part. Now when you have ribbon made in this way, you have to fold this part one more time, like this. I hope you can see this here in half. So it looks like this. Now you'll have to keep repeating the same thing. You twist outward and sew it here. This is the bottom of your rose, and every single time you make a move, you have to sew it back in here. And you keep going in the same way, so it's like a spiral. This time you also twist outwards and sew it back. Twist outwards and sew it here on the back. When it's a little bit too flat, you just need to adjust it like this, and you can, for example, put the stitch here in the opposite side so it's more round. When your rose is as big as you wanted it to be, all you need is cut the ribbon off, burn the part and sew it back. You can, for example, fold it in the triangle how I showed in the beginning and just sew it to the bottom. Now you know how to make those two kind of bows. I really hope you enjoyed my video and you found it really helpful. My other social media are in the link tree in my bio. Remember to like and subscribe because I'm trying to get monetized and I would love so much to earn money from the work I'm doing. See you soon! Bye!